Welcome to the preview of the online design sprint. This program is based on the original design sprint process from Google Ventures. So you will actually create a prototype and validate your idea without building or launching anything. So here are the steps.
We will start with a little orientation. You will get to know the mechanics of the workshop as well as the people that are participating as well. Of course, you will introduce yourself as well and you will meet the coaches. Now it's time to frame your challenge. Step 2 is about starting with a big problem. This can be as big as a new innovation, a new service you want to create for a specific customer group, or as specific as, for example, creating a better checkout on an online store. This workshop works great when you are on your own. But if you're a small team, there's also no problem, so we'll talk briefly about how to coordinate during the workshop. And then we talk very briefly about time and space. Time, here you will decide when you will actually work. You can work in the mornings, you can work in the evenings, half day, full day, every other day, or on your specific date on the weekend. You are totally flexible here. And then about the space. Actually, this is a virtual space. It will give you all the virtual tools you need that can be helpful. Also, we will give you details on a discussion forum, and everything else will be provided for you. Next thing you will do is create guiding goals. These are the long-term goals, the results you want to have, as well as specific short-term goals you want to reach. People may discuss this already and give you feedback. Then you will create a set of sprint questions. These are very critical hypotheses in order to reach that goal. These are the main baseline for the online design sprint, and here also people will adding more critical hypotheses you might have overseen. Then you will map and diagram the problem. This is the foundation of the next steps. Now you have a great picture of the problem you want to solve with the design sprint. Next, you're going to ask the experts in the target. So you will interview people that will support you, that may have some new insights, that can give you more clues in order to validate your problem. This can be in the form of how might we's, and we will have a fun time creating a lot of how might we questions that are resulting from the interviews. We will guide you with everything you need here. And then you will pick the target. You will pick one target group you want to work on, one specific segment within the map. By now you know the segment that you want to target, so you will actually recruit these target customer group as testers. This can be done later, but we will mention it here already, and we will give you hints on how and where to get your potential customers to test your solution that you will create during the design sprint process. Now we can turn on the solution engine, which is done by inspiring demos. So we actually look out for old ideas and inspiration from other services or products, because you don't need to reinvent the wheel. And most ideas are actually based on ideas that are good enough. Here also the crowd comes in handy, because they will give you a lot of other clues, a lot of other things to look for in order to get inspired for the next steps. Now you will note down all the knowledge you have gained through the last exercises, and then you will create ideas. You will brainstorm with different techniques, such as design thinking and brainstorming. Then you will do crazy eights in order to improve your most favorable ideas, and you will create detailed solution sketch at the end. Here as well the cohort will become in handy, because they will also help you seeing new ideas you have never thought of. Now you put up your most promising solutions, and then there will be speed critique. People will help you to sort out what are the best solutions you will go for. Then it's about all-in-one or rumble, meaning you go for one idea or maybe even for two ideas. If you're a team, of course, this is easier to go with two. Now you will outline the details of your solution. You will make a plan for the prototype by going through the user story and understand where the user is coming from and how you make him happy and what is the end result. The storyboard will then be challenged by others as well as the coaches. Now it's all about creating a facade for the product by fake it till you make it. So we will create a realistic facade to be tested, and this will be done with prototyping tools we will give you. You will get to know what is the best way to prototype, and then you have a trial run in order to understand if your solution will finally work. Now you will set up the interview, and we will teach you how to do them. You will now get the recruited testers to join you for 2 interviews and then for 3 more interviews. With a small data set of 5 interviews, you will already see if your prototype gonna take off or if your solution was a failure. Wow, you learned a lot. We will cluster the learnings and decide what to do next. There will be a lot of amazing insights. There will be highlights and a lot of aha moments. Trust me, this is always the best part of it. Then we will derive the next steps from it. Maybe you will do a new sprint with all of these 18 steps. Maybe you just will do part of the steps, maybe just the testing after a small iteration. And of course, you will succeed and move on. Amazing, you're done. You made it.
This online workshop is the best way to run design sprints, because you see the process and you see the progress on your own idea. And you will hear the example of the other people here in the workshop. So let's sprint together.